awareness about HIV and to try to combat its spread, I guess. What we're going to show you today is just a small portion of our show. We had to select a couple of skits. Usually the show itself runs for about an hour, but we tried to pick, the best couple of skits, and we hope you enjoy it. Yes, come in.
Hi, I wanted to get information about getting testing for HIV, but I really don't know how it works, what it is, really. Could you tell me a bit about it?
All right. I guess for starters, HIV is a human immunodeficiency virus, and what it does is it breaks down the antibodies inside of you that help strengthen your immune system. So HIV itself brings down your immune system, and you're less able to fight off things like injuries and disease and things like that. Getting tested is pretty simple. We just take some blood from your arm, send it off to our lab. It takes about 3 weeks, and we'll have you come back in and we'll go over your results with you.
Okay, cool. I'm a student, so I don't have much money. How much does it cost?
Well, actually, everything that we do here is free. A lot of people that come in are students, and they can't afford, an expensive, surgery or operation or anything like that, so everything's free of charge.
Okay, and they say you can get HIV from injection drug use and needles and stuff, so what's the chances I can get HIV from getting tested?
Actually, there's no chance whatsoever. We use sterile needles. We use them one time, and then that's it. So there's no chance you can get HIV from the needles that we use here.
Okay, and what happens if I have HIV?
Well, we'll have you come back in. We'll go over your results with you. If you do have HIV, we can put you in touch with counseling services, support services, things like that. The important thing to remember is that just because you have HIV, it's not like a death sentence. Many people go on and live healthy lives. They go on to live decades. The important thing is to remember you have to take care of yourself, and you have to remember there's not a death sentence.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
Excellent.
Thank you.
HIV is a gay man's disease.
Not true!
HIV doesn't exist in my country.
Not true!
I'm in a stable relationship, so I don't need protection.
Not true!
I'm a virgin, so I can't have HIV.
Not true!
Having sex with a baby may have you AIDS.
Not true!
HIV is a punishment from God.
Not true!
I take HIV because I'm white.
Not true!
I can tell someone has HIV just by looking at them.
Not true!
People are sharing needles with people telling me if they have HIV.
Not true!
HIV testing is expensive and a waste of time.
Not true!
People I should deal with don't have HIV.
Not true!
I heard about one guy that got HIV from a toilet seat.
Not true!
I know somebody who got HIV from a mosquito bite.
Not true!
It could never happen to me.
Not true!
It's your own fault for having HIV.
Not true!
Only grown-ups get HIV.
Not true!
Getting tested for HIV is a good idea.
Not true!
So this is a week in the life of an HIV positive person. It's Monday morning. My backpack is loaded with books as I walk down the hallway. There is a vase in the hall. I walk alone because I'm new and I don't know anyone yet. I passed Mr. John's class the first time. I'm still trying to find my way around. By the time I get to class, I'm late. Everyone is seated and class began already. Great, I think for myself. This is exactly what I did not want. The last thing I want is to draw attention to myself. Mr. Jones looks up and tells me to sit over there, pointing to the middle of the classroom. I just want to disappear.
It's Tuesday. I don't think this could be any different from yesterday, but I hope it's better. I'm walking along the hallway and see this boy named Max. We spoke yesterday. I think we could be friends. He beckons me to come sit at his table in the cafeteria, so I do. And for the first time, I laugh with his friends. I mean, this could be a good day. As I'm standing up to take my tray back to the cafeteria line, I notice a bunch of gossiping girls in the corner, and one of them says to me, "HIV, stay away from me!" I try to ignore them, but then I keep walking, and this boy comes up to me and says, "Druggie!" I wish I was invisible.
It's Wednesday morning. I'm still at home. I told my dad that I'm sick and I'm not feeling well at all. I made it through yesterday. I mean, it was okay, but on the bus ride back home, Some kids kept throwing things at me when the bus driver wasn't looking. I mean, I don't know how they found out about my condition, but I guess my old school isn't as far away from here as I thought it was. People used to tease me there as well all the time. The worst was this one guy who came up to me and asked me, "How does it feel like knowing that you're dying?" I'm not dying. I'm alive and I'm healthy and I can do anything anyone else can. People just don't notice it. I'm not proud that I use drugs, and I swear it was only once. But as the doctor says, if you're not lucky, once was enough.
It's now Thursday afternoon. I'm right in the middle of a math test that I didn't study for, and I guess I'm failing it. I couldn't convince my dad that I was sick, and well, I didn't want him to start worrying again. I just want to be normal. Some people think that I'm not. I mean, having HIV doesn't mean that you can't be normal, unless other people don't let you. It's so frustrating. I can't even think about math right now. Yesterday, Mr. Valquez's class, the school nurse came in, and she started to talk about STDs and such, and she made it seem like you could have it only if you were a prostitute or a drug dealer. It's so frustrating. Anyways, this period is almost done and we have to turn our test in. The room is really quiet. I like it like that. Nobody's saying anything. I really don't want the class to be over, because when it is, everyone will get up, grab their bags and go to the next class. And then it will happen. Even if I just keep to myself, someone's gonna call me some stupid names or shove me or whatever. I just want to go to my next class. I wish I was invisible.
Friday morning. I told my dad it was late start day today, even though that's not true. I mean, I can't stand lying to him, but I don't want him to worry. After all, he can't control what's going on at school. As far as I'm concerned, it seems like the teachers can't either. I have so much stuff to give in for school today, but that would mean I'd actually have to go. And I really don't want to go back there. I really don't know what to do.
In the world, 33 million adults and children are living with HIV and AIDS.
In sub-Saharan Africa, 22 million adults and children are living with HIV and AIDS.
In North Africa and the Middle East, 380,000 adults and children are living with HIV and AIDS.
In Asia, 5 million adults and children are living with HIV and AIDS. In Oceania, 74,000 adults and children are living with HIV and AIDS.
In Latin America, 1.7 million children and adults are living with HIV and AIDS.
In the Caribbean, 260,000 adults and children are living with HIV/AIDS.
In the United States of America, 1.1 million adults and children are living with HIV and AIDS.
In the United States, 11% of men and 66% of women with HIV got it through heterosexual unprotected sex.
In New Mexico, 2,812 people with HIV/AIDS got it through injection drug use.
In New Mexico, 1,712 of the HIV/AIDS positive people got it through homosexual sex.
In the world,
Every minute, one person dies of AIDS.